Patch notes. Destiny 2 update 9.1.0.1. Activities. Raid. The Desert Perpetual increased the number of spoils of conquest rewarded for encounter completions and the Desert Perpetual. 0 feats, 10 spoils. 1 feat, 10 spoils. 2 feats, 20 spoils. 3, 20. 4, 30. 5, 30. These are spoils of conquest rewarded for encounter completions in the Desert Perpetual. Crucible. Improved bonus Ingram rewards for winning matches on a completed Lighthouse Passage. Increased drop chance to 50% from 29 and 30% if your longest win streak was 5 times or 6 times respectively. Increased drop chance to 75% from 33% on a flawless win. Holy crap. Bonus Ingrams for a 5-time or better win streak will drop at +1 tier relative to reward package. Drop chance for 1 times to 4 times remains the same, scaling from 25 to 28%. Fix an issue where bonus focus from Crucible Ops would drop at the incorrect power. Portal. The featured armor scoring bonus is now granted to all players by default, no matter what gear they are wearing. Very nice. Reduce modifier bonus requirements hit B and higher grades slightly from 200 to 399 and significantly from 400 to 499. Getting a BB plus in 300 to 499 now gives you at least a +1 power upgrade, and getting an A or an A plus from 450 to 499 now gives a +2 power upgrade. Again, this is not primes. This is just base drops. Grandmaster portal activities will no longer remove revive tokens when the timer hits 0. Note, the previous behavior will still be active on Conquest and Ultimate difficulty. Now, scores in the portal activities above 1.25 million now grant Tier 5 complete rewards for Platinum reward ranks and above. Now, known issue. Sometimes, instead of a Tier 5 Ingram, a Tier 4 Ingram will show in the activity customization screen when the reward score forecast is above 1.25 for a Platinum reward. You will still receive a Tier 5 reward if you reach a score above 1.25. It's a visual bug, okay, or just a UI bug. Interesting. Increased timers on mini fireteam and pinnacle ops portal activities. Numbers listed are the base completion times and will be scaled up at expert difficulty and above. All right, so these are all the different activities and their new times. Do they talk about, Chad, what did we discover yesterday? Is it pressure cooker? Isn't pressure cooker right now? My understanding, it's bugged. Some of you are saying it's not bugged and it's working as intended. I think it's bugged because you're not getting the 15% bonus at the end, whereas Overrun is giving you that. I wonder if they're going to say anything about that. Now, increase the number of inactivity Ingrams for mini strikes and battlegrounds and other fireteam ops activities. Now, this is pretty massive right here, guys. Battleground, conduits, 1 to 2. Pretty much everything gets increased by 1. Liminality goes to 3. Proving Grounds 2. Savage Spire 2. Glassway, all this 2. Inverted Spire 3. Onslaught Midtown 4. Onslaught Widow's Court 5. Granted, the big heavy time commitments, right? The Coil 4. Expeditions 2. Contest of Elders 4. Add back the mid-activity chests to the Whisper, Starcross, and Encore Pinnacle Ops. Remove the Oscillation, Grappler, Hypercritical, and Match Game modifier from being selected in the match-made versions of the portal activities. Fix an issue where players were sometimes dying when teleporting from one area to the next and reclaim. Fix an issue where new weapon loadout restricted modifiers were not allowing players to use all featured legendary and exotic armors. Fix an issue where rewards from the Fallen Saber Conquest were spawning in a different area than the chest, then pushing it to the Postmaster. Fix an issue where the Fallen Saber Conquest did not have the same scoring modifiers as the portal version of the activity. Fix an issue where Presage would automatically wipe players when its internal timer ran out. This timer is longer active while the activity is in the portal. What? Is that supposed to say no longer? This timer is no longer active while the activity is in the portal? No longer. Okay. Fix an issue where Battlegrounds Oracle could not achieve a base 10,000 activity score. Fix an issue where the double bonus focus accelerator was not dropping 2 bonus focus items the first time you get each bonus focus each day. Fix an issue with the not swap modifier would not remove ammo if equipped items were swapped while the player was dead. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's good. Did they say if primes... Like, hold on. Hey, Bungie, where is the prime drop buff? Hello, Bungie. Hello. Isn't today the day that we're supposed to get the every completion drop has a chance of being a prime? That was Friday's live update. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna go double check this real quick. All right, based on last week's tweet, patch 9.1.0.1 for Tuesday, September the 16th states that they are going to be making changes to prime Ingrams, and stated that all power bands players will have a chance for a prime Ingram drop per portal activity completion. And from 450 to 500, power increases up to +3 was +2. Now, we'll continue reading these patch notes, but I'm concerned that this was not in today's patch, at least from what we've seen so far. But we shall continue reading and hopefully we'll be met with that patch. All right, gameplay and investments. Exotic armor. Hunter. Spirit of Sir Ragni, woven mail duration increased to 10 seconds from 6. This was a change from update 9.1 that has now been reverted. Hunters, abilities, Gambler's Dodge. In PvP, reduce melee energy gain at 100 melee stat from 80% to 50%. Dodging near enemy player still doubles this amount. Okay. Tempest Strike, fixed an issue where Tempest Strike would activate inconsistently with combination below. Power progression. Increase the effect of armor and ghost mods on the drop chance of the related armor archetype. The drop chance of the related archetype will be approximately 33%, increased from 25%. It's better. Why not 50%? Why not just 50% though? You know what I'm saying? Due to the nature of the random chance, it may take significantly more than 3 drops for the effect to become noticeable. We have carefully verified that these mods are successfully modifying archetype drop rates. All right, quests and pursuits. The Seasonal Hub's weekly reward track will now award 50 chrono logs at rank 18 each week for up to 2,600 annually. To accommodate this addition, the following shifts have also occurred. Rank 6 will now offer the 2 enhancement prisms previously offered on rank 8. Rank 8 will now offer 23 strange coins rather than the 17 previously offered on rank 11. While this is an increase for this reward, the total number of strange coins on track has been reduced from 41 to 34. Rank 11 will now offer 50 unstable cores previously offered on rank 13. Woo. Rank 13 will now offer the Ascendant Shard previously offered on rank 16. Rank 16 will now offer the Exotic Cipher previously rank 17. And rank 17 will now offer 450 Bright Dust previously offered on rank 18. Fixed an issue where the seasonal challenge from the first part of Reclamation could still be completed but not claimed, causing visual issues. All right, General. The visuals for the Earned Ironbender set have been replaced and will use those of the Ancient Majesty sets. So if I'm understanding this correctly, okay, we're just going to wait until we get into the game today because I don't want to make any calls right now. We will be in the game in just a second. Let's just wait until we get in the game. Before we even say it's a dub or an L, let's just wait until we get into the game to see what's actually happening. Fix an issue where the Obsidian Durasteels, Cyborg Nemesis, and Marauder Progeny Universal Ornaments cannot be equipped. Fix an issue where Bright Dust prices for some armor ornament set pieces sold in Eververse were too high. Refunds for Bright Dust price differences will be provided at a later date. Fix an issue causing the Titan Gladius Mark ornament to crash the game. The ornament's intended appearance has been restored. See, this is what I'm talking about. You want to talk about things that are just like crazy spaghetti codes? That right there, a mark, a Titan mark, a class item crashes your game. Now, I do want to bring up something real quick, though. And again, we're going to get into the game and see what's happening here. But we'll take a look at the Ironbender armor, see what's being sold in the Eververse store, what's moved around, what the look is. But the other thing I'm going to bring up is that the sword bug doesn't seem to be addressed, which means it's fair play. And Stern doesn't seem to be addressed anywhere on these patches. And so I think it's fair game, guys. I think we're good. If you've seen our video that just posted, probably by the time this one rolls out, the crazy sword damage and the Stern bug is still alive and well. Bungie, I mean, dude, and let me just say this right now. There's been countless clips of Borderlands 4 and people melting their bosses in 2 seconds, right? With crazy different builds and loadouts. Bungie's essentially letting this ride. In my opinion, they're letting this ride. It's like, yeah, you can melt bosses over here too. The main thing that I want to test today more than anything, though, is whether or not these leveling changes are noticeable. And these drop chances are noticeable. Very concerned here, Bungie. I need you to follow up with us, guys. Because based on last week's TWID, we were supposed to be getting our this prime change. These prime drop changes. And at least in my understanding is this was not included in today's patch for whatever reason, which means despite us getting all these completion increase drops, which are really nice, there's still not a chance for them all to be primes. And again, in a perfect world, and I mean a perfect world, you could do Widow's Court Onslaught and all 5 be primes. That would be crazy. And obviously probably never happen, but I would love to see it potentially happen. Even if it's like one person like just putting their clip up of like, dude, I just got 5 primes from this. You know what I mean? Leveling should, in theory, once all of this stuff is implemented, should be substantially better. Question is this been implemented? That's the question. And like there's definitely improvements happening here. And a lot of these are listed here for the portal, but we need this last improvement. We need this last thing added in here, guys. But our goal today, we're going to play Ironbender at release. We're going to take a look at the armor sets, probably talk about some of the things you can get from it. But our goal today is really to hit a bunch of different activities and see what is in fact feeling the best for leveling. It may still be Caldera. I hope it's not, because I don't want to tell you guys, hey, get ready to farm Caldera for X amount of hours again. What I would like to be able to tell you is that Caldera is good, but running, these various different activities that just got their drop increase. That would be really nice. The problem is we need this last change. This right here, this new reward counts means nothing. In my opinion, means nothing until you get these prime drop or prime Ingram fixes it. We have a message here from the team over at Bungie. So from the Destiny 2 team, we've heard your feedback on the current Iron Banner armor sets, as well as the overall state of the unique and compelling earned rewards. The overall balance in paid and earned armor cosmetics is off for the season, and we're aiming to adjust our approach to earned rewards in the future. In the short term, today we will be changing the visuals of Iron Banner's Iron Beryllium. In the short term, today we'll be changing the visuals of Iron Banner's Iron Beryllium set to instead use those of the upcoming Ancient Majesty sets shown here. The Iron Beryllium set's original visuals will be available in a later updates. The Ancient Majesty sets will now become the Iron Banner sets and will not be made purchasable on the Eververse store. There will be a temporary issue where the gear will still show the Iron Beryllium set's original icons. We will fix this in a future patch. We also note that the theme of the set's name and set bonuses may not match the new visuals. We'll aim to update this as well. In addition to last week's incremental Ash and Iron reward increases, we're also working on bigger improvements to progression via the portal on top of the update 9.1.0.1 changes going live today. We'll be touching on those in just a moment. We will share additional information about these efforts in this week's TWID on Thursday. Expect additional communication over these next few weeks, as well as a roadmap to communicate how we will roll these plans out over time. All right, how do y'all feel about this, guys? Too little, too late? Well, Iron Banner is just now coming out in the next 45 minutes, so it's kind of on time. You know what I'm saying? Look, I know everybody's got the pitchforks, tiki torches, and listen, I understand sometimes you just want to burn it all down, but I feel like this is kind of a dub. We'll take a look at it. And obviously, here's the real thing. The point is that this weekend, the Destiny community has put Bungie in check. And it's not like it hasn't happened before. But we've definitely seen situations where the community has had outcries about certain situations, certain things. And it was like no response from Bungie. We'll see how the actual rollout of this happens today. But yeah, Bungie says they listen. And it looks like they, in some capacity, are listening. In check, not even close enough yet. All right, everybody just keep sharpening the pitchforks then, damn it. Keep going then, damn it. The rally is still on, I suppose.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.